Guys, we're here at Busch Gardens for the first visit of 2025 for the Mardi Gras celebration. It's the last weekend of Mardi Gras. It's excited to try some new food, maybe some new drinks. Have a great time here today with the first visit of the park. Let's get it. So there's a new mug here in the store with all the coasters on it. It says Dark Castle, because we always love some good Dark Castle recognition, but pretty sure it's supposed to be a dark coaster. Some new merch for the year. This mug is actually really cool. I really like this mug.
Ladies and gentlemen.
We just stopped by the Emporium and picked up something pretty cool that I'll show you guys later. I'm trying to decide, what's the right ride to start off 2025 with? And I thought, what better ride than to start 2025 on Loch Ness Monster? Never mind, guys. Maintenance delay. Had to take a rain check on our first ride on Nessie of the year. You see, they're doing some renovations on Pompeii. So hopefully this means maybe some of the old fire effects will return. Probably not, but I'm gonna hold out hope, because why not be optimistic? But it's nice to see it getting some nice loving care. So our first coaster of 2025 is gonna be Tempesto. It's fine to start off the year with. It's fine. Yeah, Tempesto's a great coaster. Glad to be able to ride it for another year. So yeah, first coaster 2025. Let's get it. First coaster of the year down with Tempesto. I gotta say, doesn't matter how skinny you are, getting in and out of Tempesto never gets easier. It never does. But a great ride. We're back row. I think we're back row for the first time ever on Tempesto. Really cool. You get really pulled, especially when you go into the loop. That thing absolutely jolts you, which is really sick. But yeah, great first ride. And now I think we're gonna go hop on Pantheon. So fun little story about Pantheon here. The vlog, if you go back from 3 years ago, when I brought a lot of my friends from college here to Busch Gardens. My friend John Pitts, he's super tall, and he was so excited for the ride. He got in line for the ride all the way up to get on the train. He was too tall. Too tall to ride. Short King Nation, let's go. The beautiful thing about short lines here at the park, you want to ride a ride again, you can get right back in line and ride it all over again. We rode front row, now have a back row. Because both are so good on this ride, so why not just do both, you know what I'm saying? Sheep cows, with the sheep cows. You see all this backstage area right here. Cool thing about this backstage area is when you do a 5K here at the park, not so much the 8K, but the 5K, you actually go through a lot of backstage areas here at the park. You go behind New France, you go kind of through, under, around Festa Italia. You go kind of behind England and Italy. It's really cool. You get a lot of cool sights at the park that you otherwise wouldn't get, and unless you work here. So if you are someone who likes to go for a run and wants to see some of the park, I'd definitely say do a 5K or 8K at the park. You see a lot. It's really cool. We are here at the site of the defunct Da Vinci's Cradle. And as we move over here, we are at the area of the now defunct flying machine. Sad to see one of the OG rides go from when Italy first opened back in the 80s. But it served a good life. Definitely was showing its age, and they were doing their best to keep it around. So let's hold a moment of silence for Flying Machine. Okay. Moment of silence has been had, and now we're speculating on what they're going to replace it with. So one thing I wanted to try last year that I never got to try at Mardi Gras was a beignet. I've never had a beignet before, so we're gonna try it. Really good. Granted, most of the flavor comes from the powdered sugar on top, but it's still good. Had a great meal here at Marco Polo Marketplace with spaghetti and meatballs, some mozzarella sticks, and obviously the beignets. And it caught a show of the Bourbon Street Brigade. I think it was a shorter show today because they didn't have the guitars, and I was really missing the guitars because he's a great part of the band. Really reminds me of John C. Reilly, at least from like when you sit far back. But yeah, it was a good show. Now we're going to continue on our day as we go through Mardi Gras here at Busch Gardens, Williamsburg. As we're making our way through the park, we are at a very exciting site here at the park where they are constructing the Big Bad Wolf, the Wolf's Revenge. We're here. Right here is where the entrance is going to be. And this is kind of weird. You're going to have like this big warehouse building on the side. So I'm kind of interested if they're going to do anything with that in the future. Probably nothing immediately. Maybe sometime in the future they might make some alterations to it to kind of fit it in with the actual style of the Fest House right there to blend it in better. Probably won't be, like I said, like, not an immediate thing, but down the line as the park is reinvesting in some theming of stuff. Let me give you guys a little shot of the Big Bad Wolf construction progress. The big Verbolten building. And there's the first lift hill. Gonna get a ride on the train later and I'll give you guys a better view of it. But yeah, looking good over there. Old Wolfie coming back. Gotta love it. It is exciting though, thinking about the park expanding back into that area, because you know there's a lot of opportunities that they can do there. You know, maybe like another restaurant or just something to just keep people moving in more areas of the park. You really hope that they do add something there, and it's gonna be really cool. Just glad that the park is expanding and is taking up more of the land that they are able to. And the fact that we're getting a return of the Big Bad Wolf IP is awesome. Also, they're working on a little mural over here. Like I said, this is already a little bit, I love the murals that they're building around the park. It's just something more to, you know, take your eyes to, and it gives a lot of highlights on a lot of local artists, which is really cool and really awesome. So I love a lot of this investment that the park is doing into not just adding onto the theming of the park, but you know, revitalizing what is already here and really making use of what they already have at their disposal, which is a lot within itself. So that is super awesome.
Working at a bar?
No way!
Yes, way! Ooh, Bill would rap you not to hear about working long hours and how his wife was missing him out of home.
Oh, wow, and then he wrote a song about it.
Yes, he did. Bill thought it was a scream! For the Mardi Gras party, we all had fun. I'm not walking down the lane.
I got really excited because I was walking around here and I saw Alpine guys running train after train after train. I'm like, man, we're gonna get our first ride Alpine guys today. This is a nice surprise. They were just doing annual maintenance. I'm sad now. Now it's time to get on a train so we can go get some good views of the Big Bad Wolf construction. Let's go.
We are now approaching the Loch Ness Trestle. Hold on to your little ones as we cross into the valley. Rhine River Trestle, traveling 90 feet above the water. This structure is one of the two long span.
Oh, that's a cool thing right there.
I think you're,
Did you know you can celebrate Oktoberfest year-round at Busch Gardens? Grab a pretzel and beer at Das Festhaus. Test your skills with some games and relax at the perfect Bavarian beer garden. Journey deep into the Black Forest on Verbolten, a multi-launch indoor and outdoor coaster with a daring 88-foot plunge towards the Rhine River that will leave you breathless. You can also experience the mysterious grounds of King Ludwig's Fortress on the Star Coaster, an indoor launch coaster that traverses through immersive lighting and sound. If you look toward the right, you will find Alpengeist, our incredible inverted coaster. After climbing to a 195-foot alpine high, riders are hurtled through 6 staggering inversions at speeds up to 67 miles per hour.
Stop by the Mardi Gras food location here by Trapper Smokehouse to try some chicken gumbo. Always heard about gumbo, especially as a Duck Dynasty fan growing up. This is the first time trying it. Also guys, just gotta say the Big Bad Wolf track looks absolutely beautiful. The red track always looks so great. And yeah, cannot wait for that ride to open up later in the spring. But a little cool story I forgot to tell you guys. When we were at Marco Polo Marketplace earlier to eat, and I'm wearing my Commanders gear, as a lot of people are here in the park, as we are proud to once again wear the Commanders logo around in public. And the guy said, "Go Commanders." I said, "Oh, heck yeah." And then he said, De'Ami Brown's my cousin. And I thought that was so sick. De'Ami Brown really shot up for the team later in the year. He had a great game in Detroit, great game in Tampa Bay, made some really great plays throughout the whole season, had that really nice touchdown against the Browns. And, you know, Denver Brown's a stud. He's a free agent this year. I hope we bring him back. His price tag is going to be pricey, especially considering how he played in the playoffs, because how you play meaningful football really applies to the amount of money you will make. And so I hope we keep him around, but I hope the man, if he doesn't stay in Washington, I hope he gets an absolute killer deal somewhere else and with a chance to be another starter. And yeah, because he totally deserves it. But it's time to try some gumbo. Let's try it. Oh, this is so good. Rice, chicken, some Cajun stuff in there. This is fantastic. This is freaking fantastic, guys. We need gumbo in Southern Virginia. We need it to make its way up the coast. You know what Busch Gardens feels like when it comes to these events like St. Patrick's Day, like the first part of St. Patrick's Day, but Mardi Gras? You remember like back in the day when we had iPod touches and stuff, and you wanted an app, but like we were kids, so we didn't pay for apps, and we didn't want to ask our parents for money for apps, so we got like the free version. It would be like something free version, like Angry Birds free or Angry Birds Lite. That's what Busch Gardens feels like. It feels like Busch Gardens Lite, like it's definitely not free, but it's like the light version of Busch Gardens. And then, you know, as we get later into the spring, let's form Busch Gardens. I don't know why. I just had that thought. So the Crawdaddies just performed here in France, and I was like, okay, the app says that the Mardi Gras street party starts at 3 o'clock. So I'm like, all right, they're about to do that. So let's just stay out here and we do that. Well, see, the picture on the app showed France, but if you tap on it, it actually reveals Ireland. And the next show of that is the same time show in England, which I want to see because of the whole carnival show. So more of the story is I'm an idiot because I didn't read the fine details. And so we're not actually going to see the Mardi Gras street party. So because that's not going to be in the vlog, let's act like I did and ignore this whole little bit. And I'm just going to cue up some Mardi Gras street party footage from last year. Let's go.
Every year on that Tuesday, always something to start. We're acting like it's on Mardi Gras Day. Always something to bounce, really bounce, really bounce, really bounce.
Best decoration in the park. Shout out to the guy who came up and said he likes my YouTube videos. Appreciate the support, man. And it's always cool to hear out in public here, Busch Gardens people watch the videos and love the videos. It means the world, and it keeps me going, it keeps me inspired to keep making them, so thank you. I'm filming this because it looks cool, not because I want to. I know this does not represent the football team, but there's still a hole in my heart. I hate Saquon Barkley. Caught the last bit of the parade and was able to get into full Mardi Gras mode with our members' 50th Mardi Gras beads. Let's go. Now it is time for Loch Ness Monster. What's going to be our first ride? of the day. Another great ride down on Loch Ness Monster. It's always a good ride, great way to get the year started with another ride on that. And yeah, so now we're going to head up to England for the carnival show. And that's probably going to wrap up our day here at the park. I just feel like this day's going by so fast, but that's what happens when you got these shorter event days. But yeah, had a great time here today. Let's go. Carnival Imaginique was fantastic, just like last year. Did miss the big wheel though. They didn't have that this year. That was a really cool thing last year, but I mean, the acts they had this year was fantastic. I filmed a couple of them for you guys, but when it comes to the shows, I don't film too much because I think the magic is coming here and seeing them for yourself. I'd rather give you just a little tease of what's here and have you come to see all the show for yourself. But yeah, it was really good, and now we're wrapping up our day here at Busch Gardens. And with wrapping up the day here at Busch Gardens, I just picked up the thing we got at the Emporium earlier, and I will show you guys that in the next video from the studio. So make sure to stay tuned and subscribe for that if you haven't already. But thank you all so much for watching today's video. A great way to kick off the 2025 season here at Busch Gardens here on the channel. Ton of visits to come, especially as Big Bad Wolf, the Wolf's Revenge comes soon, as well as the other events and the 50th anniversary birthday thing. Thank you all so much for watching this video. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. Make sure to like this video if you enjoyed. Make sure to bell button down below to find every single type of brand new video to the channel. Make sure to use my song Sunglasses where you listen to music. Go check out the Patreon for an extended version of this vlog, as well as a bunch of other exclusive Busch Gardens stuff and a bunch of exclusive behind the scenes content, just in general, unreleased music. And I thank you all for watching. My name is Morris and I'm out. Peace.
I know I'll see you in passing. No one to be distracted. Put my sunglasses on, and the menu